confused by all the financial advice out there, let's cut through the noise and break down the basics in 3 simple steps. While I might not have a ton of life experience because I'm only 26, but I'm noticing that most of the times, and I'm including myself here, we overlook the fundamentals. Take weight loss, for instance. I'm not a fitness guru or anything like that, but it looks pretty straightforward for me. Eat healthy, work out regularly, and make sure you're maintaining a caloric deficit. But we often seek quick and easy ways to get there because the fundamentals require discipline, and who has time for that, right? But one thing I'm sure, like, there's no overnight success. And forget about get-rich-quick schemes and things like that. And you not be a millionaire overnight. It's not what this channel is about by any means. Like weight loss, building financial freedom requires consistency and discipline in 3 main areas: making money, saving money, and investing. Quick disclosure here, I'm not a financial advisor, so take this as a educational content and do your own research. All 3 fundamentals are important, and you won't get to financial freedom without all of them. Diving into pillar 1, make money. It's pretty straightforward, but the amount of money you're making will dictate how fast you can get to your financial freedom, right? We all agree if you make $50,000 a year here in Canada, without the cost of living and especially housing and food, it will be difficult, or at least it will take a long time to get to financial freedom, right? So we agree if you're making $100,000 a year, it will be easier, or at least you get there faster, right? So the idea here is to maximize the amount you're making per hour. And again, I'll do more videos here in the channel later on how you can do that. But the basic idea is, like, everyone's working 40 to 50 hours a week, right? So instead of earning, let's say, a minimum wage, $18, $19 working for retail, we want to maximize that so you can earn maybe 30, 40, 50 or more dollars per hour, because you're still working the same 40 to 50 hours a week, right? So we want to maximize. So at the end of the month, you have more money to enjoy life and save as well for your financial freedom. Like I mentioned, we'll have dedicated videos for that, but nowadays it's pretty easy to get a side hustle, freelancing, online business, or even change your career if you want to be a developer, data science, work with tech, or maybe design or something different. I don't know. Here on the internet, YouTube, you can find a lot of courses for free or at a low cost, like in platforms like Udemy or Coursera. So the opportunity is, like, it's out there. It's just a matter of going after. Pillar number 2 is save money. It is really common to see, like, doctors, famous actors, people who won the lottery that basically mastered the pillar number 1, making a lot of money every month or every year. In case of the lottery winners, like one time, but it's a big prize, right? Millions of dollars. But it's really common to see them after a year or 2, or after they stop working, like actors or doctors. If they stop working, then they'll realize, like, oh, I don't have anything because I never saved money on a monthly basis to invest. That's pillar number 3, and have my financial freedom so I can retire later. So that's why we need all 3 pillars. All 3 are important. If you're making a lot of money and not separating a percentage of that money every month to go towards investing, at one point, if you lose your main source of income, you're screwed. So there are multiple platforms out there that you can use to help you make your budget, basically. So the first one would be Every Dollar. That's the one I'm using here with my wife. It's a free tool. You can pay for the premium, but it doesn't make sense because it's more for someone that's living in the US. But Every Dollar, you can just insert your transactions there, plan for the month ahead, and basic things like that. Really easy to use too. The second one that's famous is YNAB. You Need a Budget, so YNAB. I never use it, but I know a lot of people using that too, so that's a good suggestion. The third one is PocketSmith. I used in the past for a couple of years. Really good too as well. Will sync directly to your bank account. Any bank account, major banks like TD, RBC, BMO, Tangerine, even the online banks, it will sync everything. It's really easy. You don't even need to insert your transactions. You just need to classify. So really easy. Again, I will have a complete video on how to do your budget here in the channel. And you can also go to a free version like a spreadsheet. Even a simple spreadsheet will help. The important part is to get a habit of doing your budget every month and stick to it. If you're doing your budget and you're overspending, then it will not help. It will be better than not doing a budget, but at least you're starting something and then you can get better over time, but you need to budget. That's the main message here for pillar number 2. And after having your budget set, you feel like you got a raise. because you're spending with so many small things, and at the end of the month you see, oh my god, $300 at Amazon or with coffee or things like that, and then you'll be able to adjust it. I'm not saying you have to cut everything, that's not the idea, but at least you have like that phrase, at least you measure the amount of money you're spending so you can manage it. If you think like, oh, $500 with Amazon purchases every month is too much, then okay, let's cut to maybe 200, 100, 150, depending on the goals as well. Pillar number 3 is investing. So investing is a long-term game. So the goal here will be to have enough invested that just the interest or the appreciation of your investments will be able to pay for your monthly expenses. At that point, you have your financial freedom, because if you want to quit your job or stop working or whatever you want to do, at least your investments will be paying for your monthly costs. So you basically are free. That's my goal, the goal I have with my wife, and that's one of the main things I'll be sharing here in the channel. A simple rule here is to multiply your annual cost times 25, and this will give you an approximation of how much money you need in order to be financial free. On our case here, we spend around $8,000 per month. Multiply that by 12, it's about $96,000 per year. Times 25, it will be $2.4 million that would have to have invested in order to be free. Of course, that's a lot of money, but here on the channel we'll share all the tips on how to get there. But our plan, maybe it's not the best one, but at least we're sharing in order to help someone out there, right? If we keep the pace we are right now, that we are investing a certain amount every month with average 10% appreciation, we'll get there in about 21 years. So at least worst case scenario, when we are 46, we're out of the game. If we want to go out, travel the world, not work anymore, we'll be able to. Whatever we want to do, I'm pretty sure we'll not stop working. We'll always be doing something, but at least you have the freedom to choose. In future videos, we'll do a more in-depth for each of the subjects, like how to make more money, how to save more, and how to invest, going over like how to set a budget, so specific videos for each of the pillars. And the good part about this channel is that I'll be able to share my journey here, like how much money we have invested every month when we put more money, how we do that process, how we organize our finances, show our budget, how we do our annual planning or monthly planning and things like that. And at least we can share our journey until we get to our financial independence, because that's a goal, of course. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like this ones here as well. And as always, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, so we'll have more content coming up. I just realized I had my AirPods on all the time. At least it's not a advertising for Apple, but it's really comfortable that you'll not even notice you have them.